So I feel like I should talk about the fact that I'm starting my own business.
Welcome to the first Any Means vlog. My name is Tim, and I'm an entrepreneur, content creator, and just general digital nerd who has a passion for helping brands grow. I've been working as a freelancer for the past 10 plus years in all kinds of spaces, from household names to local brands. And what I'm most passionate about is helping those who deserve it reach farther and grow faster. So this vlog is the place where I'm going to be documenting the process behind the scenes, my day-to-day as I balance running this business while also having a full-time job in the meantime, and everything that happens as I figure out what comes next. This first episode is going to be all about finding the balance, because that's one of the biggest challenges that I face on a daily basis. I still work in a studio that unlocks infinite opportunities for both myself and my clients, but that comes at a significant cost to my time. So a lot of this is forming a balancing act where I can provide the best results possible for those that I work with, both my own clients and the clients for the people that I work for, all at the same time. So let's get into this first episode and I'll stop yapping.
As you can probably tell, it is an echo chamber in here, so I just added a mic that gets rid of the worst of it in a very lazy fashion. There's a plane and a helicopter going overhead at the same exact time. Are you kidding? I can't even be mad, that's kind of funny. Let's hit it. I want to do that one again in particular, because I felt like that one was a little lacking. That wasn't too bad, I'm gonna do that again. The more time you can save on bouncing between websites. Really? Really? The teleprompter just died and it is literally, the teleprompter is plugged into the wall and it still died on me mid-shoot. I need to learn Murphy's first name. I'm gonna take a break from ranting and figure out what I'm even gonna do now. I'm sure this will come as just quite the shock to oh so many of you, but I forgot to finish recording. Not much has happened on the business side. I've been working in the studio on editing, recording, and all of those fun things. But now that that's all done for the day, it is time to get home and back onto Any Means. So let's make that happen. Like I have to give a fair warning that so much of this vlog is going to just be general pontification of my creative journey in whatever form that takes, from starting this business to running this studio to everything in between and trying to figure out how that goes. Now that we are done in the studio for the day, we have done a lot of editing, a lot of scheduling and uploading, and made a bunch of business calls. It is time to get home and on to the other business. So that's gonna be working on editing and a little bit of web design. So let's get to it and see how it goes. I started off this evening excited that I had a project to knock out that I thought couldn't be that bad at about 6 p.m. I've taken a couple brief breaks, I'm not gonna lie, but I did not expect it to go this far by any means, pun not intended.
The good news is, this is the things that I actually need to do that have a direct benefit to me both right now and in the long run. And I am very thankful that I have this new client that I'm very excited to provide the best possible results for. Unfortunately, that does mean that I have to do the work that provides those results. That being said, I am getting close to the finish line, so I'm gonna continue to lock in, and hopefully we won't burn too much of the midnight oil before another early day. I said I did not want to burn the midnight oil, and sure enough, I got this video finished at 11:59, so that's a dub. Another day, another office space. Today, I am at the San Diego Lab Rats, and we are working on a video project that I'm hoping to finish up today. Now that I'm done with that and I'm onto this, I should probably just get to work. So I'm gonna stop yapping and start editing. So beyond blowing up and acting like I don't know nobody, my main goal of today has been editing for Lab Rats. And now that that's been taken care of, I do have some things to attend to in the studio for an early morning shoot tomorrow. We have someone coming in who is looking to do basically his end of a podcast that's gonna be done remotely in a studio in the best quality possible. But that means that this wall that is currently blank needs to become a set. So I'm gonna get that going and make it happen. See how this shot looks. Now obviously I'm too lazy in this moment to wire up both the mic and the actual camera, but this is kind of the look that we are going for, and I feel like we got it pretty nicely. But that's money, and now it's time to get home.
Howdy, howdy. It is quite early in the morning, so I'm trying to be pretty quiet. What time is it even? It is 5:59. It is raining very hard and the noise woke me up, so I decided that rather than doing nothing about it, I would get to work and let's see if I can knock this out. Good news and bad news kind of situation. Good news, I finished the video, it is rendering, I got it done. Bad news, I took slightly longer than expected and I do not have time to get to the gym before I head to the studio.
We are now back at the studio where we have our early morning shoot. It is, since it's going to be kind of a Zoom call situation, it's set up for one person, and I'm basically going to give the guy a USB out that he can plug in to basically run as a webcam so that he can see and hear everything with his guest and host in high quality, but then we can still record everything and give them the best quality version possible. So I got the entire set done yesterday. What I did not do is the camera side of things. So I'm gonna throw a camera up, make sure everything's looking good, and then get into editing until the client's here. In good news, the shoot went off without a hitch. The client was super happy. It seemed like everything went super smooth there. Now I'm back on the editing front for the studio. But I had an observation that I feel like is worth pontificating into for today for the vlog, which is the fact that I feel very old because I'm quite literally the oldest I have ever been at any given moment. But I'm also really young at the very beginning of my career. Which at 25, for most people, you're probably gonna say, well, obviously, but because again, it's the longest I've been alive or working or doing any of these things, it's a super interesting experience to have to constantly remind myself, it takes time to get where I want to be. Unless you're the luckiest person alive, you're not gonna blow up overnight or immediately make millions of dollars. So I don't know how to wrap all of this pontification up with a bow and make it make a lot more sense than my little rambling, but that's what I'm thinking about today as I try to continue growing and getting to where I wanna be. Alrighty, I'm just wrapping up my last little thing of the day, and then it is time to head home and begin the weekend, which is, I just remembered something I have to do. After I do the task I just remembered I need to, it is going to be my time to head home and get started with the slightly extended weekend. So I'm excited to have a little bit of extra time to half rest and half just work on other things. But I'm definitely excited for a little bit of a change of scenery and ideally a lot of a change of more sleep.